Um, hey everyone, this is a CC Talk. I'm gonna try not to be too emotional in this video, but I am truly devastated. For those of y'all that don't know, Kristoff St John has passed on. I'll leave the links at the bottom for those of y'all that want to look up and what happened with him. Um, yeah, this is probably like the first soap death in my lifetime. Being that I am 33, about to be 34 in June, uh, that has hit me. Um, it's just truly devastating. If you've known anything about him over the last like 10 years or so, I mean, he's had a hard road, losing his son very early in life. He also took a break from the show for a couple of months, I think, last year. And he took a break from the show a couple months back and then came back. I don't know what they're still doing with him now. Like, I don't know how many episodes he's going to be in till they finally say some sort of like goodbye to him, because you know how that goes a lot of times in soaps. They want all your remaining episodes to air, and then they could do some sort of farewell to you type of episode. I hope that in good faith and good conscience, regardless of what is going on between Victoria Rowell and Sony and CBS, I hope that there is a way that, just like how they did the Jeannie Cooper farewell, in a sense, they can find a way to bring back Victoria Rowell for at least one episode, to say goodbye to him. Because they made an amazing acting team. They were one of the first, at least from what I remember. I get he was on Generations and he had that thing with what's the old girl name? Vivica A. Fox on that show. But with Victoria Rowell and Kristoff St John, they just had amazing chemistry. They really did the damn thing, when they would put in front burn storyline on Y&R. They, say what you will about Bill Bell, professionally as well as personally, but the one thing I give him so much credit for is that he actually made the black family viable in soaps. He actually catered to it. He nurtured it. He always gave them storyline. No matter if it was good or bad, he always wanted to make sure that they had a storyline, because he knew that back when that show really became the number one hit show, besides Nikki, Victor, and Ashley, the second thing that really brought the black audience to Y&R was the African American audience, thanks to Kristoff and Victoria Rowell, and the Barber Winter Story, because the Winters were like the affluent black family, and Kristoff played it so well. He played it so well because he was like that affluent black educated brother who went to Ivy League school, and he meets this young black, I think she was a runaway. She couldn't read. and he turned her into a swan. He literally turned her into a swan. And then her sister came along, played by Toya Lee Williams, who played Olivia. And then later we got to see, of course, the nice looking, handsome Shamar Moore, playing by Malcolm Winters. And the Winters have been in front of the cameras for as long as then, like the late 80s all the way up to now. There's been a drop off over the course of the last handful of writing regimes, but we won't talk about them right now. But nevertheless, they just made that show pop. They were always in, not just, soap magazines, but they were in, Jet, Ebony. They were also in other news outlets like Entertainment Weekly, and you always wanted to know what was going on with the Winners and Barbers that week. Always wanted to know, and they wasn't used as like, oh yeah, it's Black History Month, y'all. So when Black History Month is over, guess what? We're gonna just not use them anymore. They actually used the Winters throughout every single year, as far as I know, as long as Bill Bell was still alive, well, and breathing. And it was great. It was, it was always sensational watching that family. And it was, yeah, it's just, yeah, I just, to think like, that was when storylines back then for all the soaps were just so great. It was so great. And to have a great actor like a Kristoff work it, it was incredible. He won a Daytime Emmy back then for his portrayal in the early years as a younger actor. And then later on, he won a supporting actor, I think, later in his career. So he has 2 Emmys. He was an extraordinary actor. You gave him material, he knocked it out the park. He was great. He was also in other projects when he was a little kid actor as well. He was in the Bad News Bear movies, I think. He was also in a movie with Irene Cara called Sister Sister. If y'all can find that on YouTube, y'all should check that out. That is a really good movie. It was written by Maya Angelou. It was fantastic. I remember when I still had Stars in my cable package. I ran across it several years ago, and I was like, oh, that's Kristoff. So he's been active for a while. And and that movie was just so good. It was like about these 2 sisters that was fighting over their father's, I guess, estate at the time. And it was just real. Well, it was about 3 sisters fighting over it, but it was really over the 2 older sisters doing it for the most part. But it was just a very good story. It really was. It was a very, very good story. So if you can find that, I wish they put it on DVD because I would love to own that movie. But if you can find it on, on YouTube, I would definitely say watch it. Watch that movie. Let's see. Pretty much that's all I wanted to come on here and talk about is, again, I want to send all my thoughts and my condolences out to his family and his true friends and his colleagues out there, because I know that this is devastating. I did not see this one coming. And again, he's one of the first major. They've had, there's been soap deaths, but he's probably in my generation at least, being that, again, as I am 34 years old, he's like the one from the time I was a little lassie watching soaps on till now. He's one of the first major soap deaths that has came on, and it has hit me hard. And I'm like, man, whew, yeah. So this is shocking, very shocking, and yeah. So leave your thoughts and comments at the bottom. Sorry I was a little emotional in this video. And please, if you try to laugh at the fact that I am emotional about this, I will remove your comment and block you. Because there's nothing wrong with being a little emotional about someone passing on, especially somebody that you grew up watching almost every day of your adult life. Because that's the thing about soaps. It's like, that's why sometimes a lot of, and again, I'm going to say it, like crazy soap fans have a hard time letting go of certain performers on their screen, because it's like, once they are gone off of the screen, it's almost like a mini death in a way, because if you've known them for so many years being on regularly, it's almost like they're family now to you. It might sound creepy for people who really don't watch soaps or have never watched a soap, but I'm not like that, but I can understand why some soap fans feel that way, and especially now, since I'm again, having a little cry over this. It's like, yeah. But I hope that, again, Y&R, please, when y'all do this man's goodbye episode, treat it with care, love. He was one of your most, accomplished, finer actors on the show. And give him a proper send-off. As he deserves, because he definitely deserves a episode dedicated to him, with flashbacks, with again, his acting colleagues in there. Again, right at the top of my list, I better see Victoria Rao, Shamar Moore, Toya Lee Williams. If you could get Eileen Davis back as well, that would be great. That really would be great. Because all these people were very close to Kristoff, as well as the Neil Winter's character. So, yeah. Anyhow, again, leave your thoughts at the bottom. If you have any memories of Neil, or if you've ever met Kristoff St John, put it in the comments. I would love to read some of your, stories about him, if you have. And I'll see y'all around later. Peace.